What up, y'all? It's your homeboy Justin. We back in my bathroom one more again. Today in this dreadlock style tutorial, I'm feeling some Coachella vibes. I don't know why. It could be that Coachella's like in a few weeks from now, and I'm like low-key sad that I didn't get tickets. Unless someone has some tickets they want to throw my way, you know? I mean, Beyonce was going headline, but you know, y'all know she pregnant. Got Destiny's Child coming, about to flow through her vagina. So we just got to miss that. But they got Lady Gaga, so I guess if you into that rah, then you can go see her. Otherwise, you really ain't missing much. With that whole music and arts festival in mind, I'm going to do kind of a different kind of style tutorial. I'm gonna experiment. Today we're going to do some lock jewelry and we will see how it looks. Probably, I'm guessing, kind of bohemian, and I don't know, it'll look like I went to a music festival basically. It'll look eclectic and like I rolled out of like a van that's got some smoke fumes leaking from like the side, I don't know. But enough of me rambling. We just gonna jump right into it. So let's do this, all right. So I'm using a lot of stuff. I'm using a lot of things. So we've got beads of two different colors. We've got brown beads. We've got some blue beads. We've got these little brass copper rings. A needle. The needle is actually what we're going to use. It's like a size 13 needle. We're going to use that to thread the beads onto the locks and kind of help push them on. And then we also have some 100% hemp thread. So completely organic on that part. And then also I got all this stuff from Joann Fabrics, just letting you know. But when I got this stuff, I also wanted to make some pendants for my hair. So I made 2 of those. And then the cool thing with these is they're all, I mean, you can also just wear them just as like necklaces as well. So depending on what you want to do it for, I'm gonna use it in my hair, but of course you can do whatever you want to and go into the jewelry section at your local craft store. You'll be kind of inspired. I was there for an hour just trying to figure out what I wanted to do and what I needed to get. And I got all this stuff 50% off too. Check y'all's store, they might be on the sale. I just went on a day where they was on the sale. Don't buy that stuff full price. If you do, you really played yourself on that one, okay? Anyway, the first thing, oh, I need some skizzers. Hold on a second, I also need skizzers. Hold on. So we need some skizzers to cut the thread. Okay, anyway, so the first thing, obviously you want to take your hair down. I will probably do the threading first. Not the threading, but the rope, you know, stuff. I'll do that part first because also, I just washed my hair, so it's smelling pretty good and it's all nice and clean and light. But yeah, so first pick whichever kind of thread you want to do first. I think I'm gonna start with this one that's kind of, it's kind of got like some olive and tan colors in there. Just get you about, I don't know, enough is all I can say. Get you enough. And then cut it and then just put it on your lock and see how it goes. About to cut it. We about to cut it. So I have a really thick lock that I want to do this on. There it is. This one right here. So what I will do is first I'm going to have my thread. So take the 2 ends, put them together, and then take this like so. And then what you're going to do is get this little thing. You're gonna take this little loop that you do, and you're going to put this at the top of your dread. So just take that loop, pull the dread through, and then pull the thread as close to the root as you want it to be, and then just pull and secure it. So you'll have your lock, you have the 2 threads, and obviously you can just cut this off once you're done or whatever. But you just take the 2 threads and you're just gonna twist them down. Now this does not have to be as perfect as whatever. It can be as, we'll put that one up there and we'll just take this one and spiral on down. Like so. Also a quick tip, if you haven't retwisted your roots, retwist them really. Retwist the locks that you're doing the threading to. And then we'll just hold that for a second. We'll take this other one and we're going to twist it the opposite way. So we'll go like this. Actually, we'll let that one go. That'll hold on. as you see, as you start to go, you get this cool twisted pattern from your two different cables, from your two different threads, and this is how it looks, which is pretty cool. Now, obviously, you don't have to just do this if you're going to a music festival. You can just do this for whenever you want your locks to look a little bit different. This would also be good if you're trying to do some type of Jack Sparrow thing, you know, like Pirates of the Caribbean, try to look like a pirate or whatever on your locks, or if you feel so inclined and you bought like a dreadlock wig or whatever and you're just watching this for some inspiration. You could do that too and just do this to like the wing or whatever, so it looks cool too. But yeah, once you get to the bottom, what I normally do is I'll just make a knot, tie it, and cut off the remaining thread. So there you go. Make a little loop, and then I'll just make another one. Actually, we'll make this a double note. Like that, and then once you've gotten that part done, you don't have to cut this too close to the knot, but like there, see? Now you've got this cool little thing, and I'll probably do that maybe 2-3 more times. So yeah, obviously I used way too much yarn, so go a little bit shorter next time. But you'll do that a few more times and then we'll get into the next part, okay? Okay, just to show you this one more time. So again, half your thread, get at the very end of your thread, make a little loop like this, okay? And then you're going to take that loop, after you've identified the lock you're going to use, take the end of the root, loop your lock through the thread, and then pull, not really tight, but just pull the loop taut on the lock, okay? Take one side at a time and just loop it around, one string at a time. And then of course take your other side, go the opposite way, like it's opposite day on SpongeBob SquarePants. Okay, so I've done 5 locks. See, 3 on this side and 2 on this side with the hemp thread. The next thing I'm going to do is put on these little metal rings. You see these like really tiny rings. You want to make sure you get rings that are big enough for your lock diameter. If you have thicker locks, you're gonna need some bigger rings. That's all I can tell you. But you just put those on locks that you feel look nice with how you're wanting your hair to look. And you can also put on the beads as well as you're doing this, because you may want some of your locks to have more beads, or beads and rings, or none, or whatever combination you want to do. You do what you want, but I'm gonna put these on my hair and see how it looks. Yeah, basically that's all there is to it. So I'm just gonna look and see what looks nice to me. Also kind of want to make sure that you get big enough locks to where everything stays on. Like this one right here, this is gonna stay really well. There we go, we just gonna let it stay right there. Yeah, you just gonna stay right there. So yeah, so you just put whatever you want to put, however you want to put it, wherever you want to put it. That's basically it. You also want to think about how you wear your hair normally. So, I mean, if the lock doesn't show, then you may not want to put stuff on locks that are going to be in the back most of the time. At the same time, you don't want to neglect too many of the locks in the back also. So it's something to think about. It's really really a play on what works and what doesn't work. If you're doing a bead on a lock, what you may want to do is find a lock that is thin enough to put a bead on. That's usually my first step, enough to get the thing through. And this is where the needle comes in. And what you're gonna do is you're going to press the lock into the bead, like so. So basically just shoving it on it. Thing is, you also need to shove enough through so that way you can pull the lock the rest of the way through the bead, which is actually the really hard part. And you can do like me and just bite your lock and pull the bead through. Works for me. You don't have to do that, but that's what I do. However you feel about it is how you gonna feel about it. So yeah, just do that all the way through your hair. You'll find locks that will agree. You'll find locks that won't agree. The plan is to find more locks that agree than locks that don't. Myself. And obviously you can put the beads at different lengths in your hair. They don't all have to be at the very bottom of the lock. They also don't have to be at the very top of the lock. I'm also using some of these blue beads just to add a little bit of color, a little bit of variety to everything that's going on here. And then obviously if locks are too small, you don't want to put stuff on there because they'll probably just fall off throughout the day. Okay, we're gonna continue doing this and I will check back in when I'm done, okay? Hold on like 1 second. Okay, so I'm done. Put my hair in a little ponytail, but yeah, so we've got beads and rings and all kind of stuff in my hair right now. I'm just gonna do a quick 360 so you guys can see how it all looks. So this is the final look. Basically it. The last thing that you could do is that if you did take the time and you had the patience to make any pendants or bracelets like I did, like I made this, it's just a simple chain with like a little hook thing. And so, I mean, and it's the same type of metals that are in my hair, so it kind of just goes with it too. But yeah, if you made any pendants like I did, what I would do is I would just find a lock that has rings on it. So if you like, then you should put a ring on it. But hold on, actually, I'm gonna take my hair down for this part. So yeah, so what I would do is I would just find locks that have really strong rings on them and then just clip these pendants onto those locks. Like this one, for instance, this one right here. I'm actually gonna put this big one on here because that way it'll hang down from it like so. So you see, we've got this little key action going on this side, and then on the other side, we'll just use this little one right here, and we'll hook this right here. But it's just to add some character to the locks. That's it. That's the final look. So we've got, you know, keys and all that stuff. Obviously, you can use these pendants instead of just putting them on your hair. You can use it on the necklace as well and do what you want to do with it. It's up to you. I don't really care. But yeah, that's the look. So this is a cool little bohemian festival style you could just throw on. It doesn't take much time really. The only long part is putting the thread on your locks if you want to do that. Otherwise, it's pretty simple. Like, we're done. Probably took me about 30 minutes to do all of this. And of course, if you want to throw even more stuff in your hair, you can do, if you want to go with like feathers, I can't think of what else you would do. I know some people like to do bottle caps. Don't know why, but you know, do what you want. And it doesn't have to be these colors of beads. If you want to go with something a little bit more standing, that like stands out more, you can do that. I just like to go with these kind of like, you know, brown earth tones. So it just adds more texture to the hair. It's not like something to be like, whoa, there's something in your hair. It's more of like something where you can be like, oh, there's this in your hair. Oh, there's that too. For me, it's more interesting when things are like subtle, because then you kind of discover it's in your hair. You know, I heard that someone say that a good cologne or a good perfume is one that is discovered, because you're not just supposed to be like, oh, you smell good. It's supposed to be like, what's that? And then, you know, they get closer to you and they're like, and they get on your neck and you're like, you smell that, you like that? That's kind of what I'm going for. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys like this tutorial, this style thingamabobadaboo. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you are sad that Beyoncé is not performing this year, I don't know. I mean, who are you looking forward to being? Are any of y'all going to Coachella? Like, did any of you guys get the tickets to go? I'm just asking for a friend, and can you not go? And can you send me those tickets? If you have any questions or comments about this tutorial or anything in hair locks in general, ask me in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit me up on any other types of social media, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Snapchat. Hit me with Snapchat, questions, whatever, you chat there. And of course, subscribe if you have not already. What are you doing with your life? Click on that subscribe button and then click on the bell notification so you will get pop-up notifications of when I post videos, which is usually every weekend or every Monday around that time. So yeah, do all that thing, okay? Well, I hope y'all enjoyed it, and if you didn't, I'm sorry. Well, until next time, watch last week's video if you haven't watched it already. Oh wait, is it on this? I don't know. You guys don't understand how hard it is to do this. Okay, so if you've not watched last week's video, right up there, playlist right there, and of course, subscribe. Click on the subscribe button. Okay, do it. Well, until next time, I will see y'all when I see you. Peace. Keep it locked.